What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and we have some breaking news about Modern Warfare 3 being shown and possibly even played as of right now. It's hype season, baby. Definitely stay tuned. But before we jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, drop a like, and also as a massive reminder, from now until July 14th, code Dynamite could be used for up to 15% off any order over at Apex Gaming PCs. Obviously, as of right now, we have 3 custom builds fully catered towards your gaming needs, whether it's for COD 2.0, whether it's for some content creation. We have the nuclear, bombshell, and even detonated builds, which you can also fully customize to your liking, or you can just build your own custom PC from scratch thanks to Apex and save hundreds of dollars while doing so. When you use code Dynamite, you can even finance your build for as little as $67 a month. You don't have to pay off the entire build before they actually ship the PC to you. They can also ship it in as early as 2 weeks. Now, for those that want to get into the world of PC and you want a smooth transition, if you guys were previously on console or a different kind of computer, you could do so in the smoothest way possible thanks to Apex, who are linked down below in this video's description. But in terms of the bombshell about COD 2023, we have some breaking news coming in hot thanks to Detonated, who went ahead and reported on it first over on Twitter. Link to Detonated is, of course, down below in this video's description. Really proud of my team for actually figuring out this information and getting it up as fast as possible. We have NBA athletes who revealed over on Instagram that they witnessed a new game preview earlier today during an event in Las Vegas, and they confirmed in some of their stories that it is a new Call of Duty title. We have Mailman24 over on Instagram, as well as some other athletes, who I'll link down below in this video's description, that did confirm that there was a tournament going on in Las Vegas today for Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone, and other reports were claiming that these athletes either saw footage in a trailer for the new Call of Duty or even got to play a small build over at this event. It's a little unclear as of right now what exactly happened, but yes, they did see something to do with Modern Warfare 3 earlier today, and you could see a menu of one of these games in the background of some of these images, and unless Modern Warfare 3 has a very similar looking menu to Modern Warfare 2, and it totally might, then it looks like the images that have surfaced so far are just depicting MW2 or Warzone 2, games that we already know a lot about. Obviously, the games have been out for quite some time, but you could see in some of the other pictures that they are on PlayStation, and when they hover over one of the apps, you can clearly see the Season 4 cover art for MW2. So yeah, they definitely were playing Modern Warfare 2 for the tournament, hovered over it in some of the screenshots, but it's very likely that on those same PlayStations, there is a build there for Call of Duty 2023. So other reports are claiming that a demo of COD 2023 was shown. I'd be surprised if they didn't actually play at least a couple of matches of the game's multiplayer, but again, I'll keep you guys posted with exactly what's going on here with these NBA athletes. But like I said, it's entirely possible that the UI and the menu as of right now, it could totally be unfinished as well, is identical to Modern Warfare 2. If the game is truly a direct sequel to this game and was originally a paid DLC expansion, then I wouldn't be shocked if the game itself is laid out strikingly similar to the game we have as of right now, especially if you go with the rumor that Call of Duty is moving to a tick and a talk system, where you have a tick Call of Duty title coming out, which obviously features a new engine, a new story, a whole new direction for whatever sub-series that is, whether it's Modern Warfare or Black Ops. Then you have a game that comes out a year after that, like a talk, which is just kind of a paid expansion that gets released as its own game, but is directly tied to the game that just came before it, in which I'll also assume you can probably have a bunch of content transferred over between those games, whether that means operators, weapons, bundles, possibly even maps. It's unclear exactly how that would work, but it's apparently a new model for the Call of Duty cycle, and that would mean the next tick Call of Duty title is Black Ops 2024, and we'll likely get another Black Ops type spin-off game a year after that in 2025. So that could be what's happening here, hence why the menu might be exactly the same for Modern Warfare 3, or just roughly the same. But I did see plenty of comments over in the replies on Detonated's Twitter, other news outlets being upset over the fact that there isn't a year 2 for MW2, over the fact that people feel lied to, and it's like, hold on a second, right? The rumors that MW2 was a 2-year game were never true to begin with. Maybe there were plans behind the scenes to make something like that happen, or for negotiations to happen, but none of that ever even got teased by the studio, nor was it even close to being confirmed, which is why from the beginning, when those rumors first came out, I was like, let's be optimistic about that and not jump to conclusions claiming that that's fact, no matter who reported on it, no matter how reliable the insiders or leakers were who claimed that. Let's be careful with our expectations, because then things like this happen, where then something gets revealed or announced and you have comment sections filled with people out there who are disappointed about something that never existed to begin with, or people out there that are watching the wrong people, reading the wrong tweets, and were just completely misinformed to the point where they just feel ripped off, confused, scammed, whatever the term is. It's unfortunate to see stuff like that, but we've had a new Call of Duty release every single year for how long now? Well over a decade. Is anybody out there really surprised about a new title coming out this fall? If anything, I could totally see the annual cycle changing up a little bit if Microsoft were to take over a couple of years from now, but we're nowhere near that stage. So with that in mind, I highly doubt they're going to lose out on $1 billion for a new COD title this fall. That's me being realistic, right? If I had it my way, I'd say, hey, let's have MW2 get a second year of support while Treyarch gets extra time to work on their Black Ops game, but then let's not rush out another COD in between that if it's not ready. Hopefully MW3 is a solid game that has a decent amount of dev time put into it from Sledgehammer, a little bit of Infinity Ward, whoever else, but I'd much rather have a second year of support if I could have it my way, and if momentum and popularity and community reception was strong. But the way I see it too, MW2 interest and overall reception hasn't been the greatest as of lately, so I'm okay with a bit of a fresh start as long as the game itself has a strong foundation. Now, I personally really like Modern Warfare 2. I have from the very beginning. Obviously, there are things I would change about it. There's things I've been pretty critical about and vocal about on recent episodes of the podcast, but I am excited for a new Call of Duty title, and call me a show all you want, but what I'll say is at least watch the trailer and play the free beta for this new game before judging. It's always funny seeing people out there talking the most amount of crap about an upcoming reveal or leak about a new COD title or a new season, and they're the same people that go ahead and buy the extended massive collector's vault edition of the title, or for those that put in hundreds of hours into the game during the DLC seasons. It's like those are the same people you see creating echo chambers on Twitter and Reddit who are just gonna buy the game anyway. If you're one of those people that don't buy the game and don't care about the game, then I also wonder why you're on YouTubers videos and COD focused creators tweets talking crap about a game that you apparently don't play or like. You know, it always blows my mind to see stuff like that, but again, it is hype season, it's Call of Duty season. Don't forget that casuals dominate the player base, and whether people like it or not, no matter what is being said in YouTube videos or on tweets, the casuals are playing the game anyway, eating up all the bundles and keeping the franchise alive as always, right? People out there like me or folks that tweet a lot on Twitter or you know, scroll the Reddits, we're definitely hardcores if we're making content, playing the game religiously, but the majority of the community, I would say, that plays Call of Duty doesn't necessarily watch YouTube content or complains over on Twitter or tries to boycott bundles and black sell passes. They don't care about those things. But there's also going to be criticism, right? If the game primarily offers remastered content in the multiplayer, such as a bunch of 2009 MW2 maps, and there aren't really many original maps, that's probably not going to get received all that well, but would back up the original rumors that there was a paid DLC expansion plan for Modern Warfare 2 for a supposed year 2, featuring a ton of maps from the catalogs of Infinity Ward, Sledgehammer, even Treyarch. Then again, remastered content would sell. Nostalgia sells, so you might see a situation where you have an echo chamber of negativity and toxic folks online talking bad about it, but a lot of the casuals and OGs from back in the day eat all of this up and get heavily invested into Modern Warfare 3 to where it still is a successful Call of Duty title. I mean, just a couple of weeks ago, images surfaced of apparently Scrapyard and Terminal and exactly how those maps are being redesigned for the new Call of Duty game. And they're not ports from Al Mazrah at all. They are fully redesigned from the ground up for this new title. People are going to be really excited to play those maps again, right? We haven't even had too many classic maps like those remastered all that much. Obviously, COD Mobile has them. You've had one or two remasters here and there of Terminal, but there haven't been that many Modern Warfare or Infinity War titles featuring a lot of the classic maps that people out there are excited to play again that they might not have seen for many, many years. But this also has me wondering, right, what is going to be the new Shipment type map inside of MW3, or will it just be Shipment? I hope we don't get a situation where people out there are crying for Shipment and Shoot House. Hopefully we get other maps that I think are just as good or maybe close to that size map-wise that could also help people out there with their camo grinding, weapon progression. But I do feel like considering Shipment was featured in a game like Vanguard, was featured in Sledgehammer titles like World War II 2017, that it could probably pop up in Modern Warfare 3 again, but that would just mean that we have, was that 3 years in a row of Shipment? I mean, 2 Black Ops games in a row are probably going to feature Nuketown, but let me know if you guys are sick of Shipment down below in the comment section. If they put a nice spin on the map like they kind of did with MW2 2022, then I'm okay with it, but there's so many other maps out there that deserve to get remastered at least once that I'd sacrifice Shipment for it. But then again, you guys might not agree. The casuals in the majority might say we need Shipment for the game to be good, and with that, if that's the case, I can totally see a new version of Shipment being added into this game. But last thing I'll end with is the reveal event is certainly soon. If NBA athletes are going ahead right now and either watching footage or playing the game for themselves, clearly the game is in a presentable state to where a reveal event on August 1st isn't completely out of the equation or out of the question. That's a rumor from Insider Gaming that apparently an in-game Warzone event will reveal the new Call of Duty at the beginning of August, just a day before the start of Season 5 for Modern Warfare 2. Wouldn't be shocked if that date gets pushed back a little bit, because that's a lot going on in a single week alone, right? You got marketing for a new season, hype for a Warzone in-game event, but then again, they might want to end Season 4 off with a bit of a bang by revealing the new new Call of Duty title, which is going to be a sequel to this game. As I talked about in my previous video about Raid Episode 4, it's totally possible that narrative and story-wise, they go ahead and leave on a bit of a cliffhanger with Raid Episode 4, and it leads perfectly into the story that's going to be told inside of MW3. But that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave our thoughts down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on NBA athletes possibly playing MW3 right now? How are you feeling about the hype in regards to remastered content, everything else we discussed? Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.